Alright, so we've made it to chapter 2, and so I wanted to show you a couple things that StatCrunch will do to help you through chapter 2. Um, I want to first open up StatCrunch, and this is how I tend to do it. I go through Tools for Success, and I click on StatCrunch here. There is this button, but this is just my path I take. And StatCrunch should come up. And it's waiting for us to input data. So I've actually made a little Excel sheet, favorite sport and weight. And so I want to copy this, so Control C will copy it, and then I can paste it in StatCrunch. Notice where I'm pasting it. I am going all the way up to the very top. And so that's where my column titles will be. Instead of var1 or var2, I'll have favorite sport and weight. So in chapter 2, section 1, they talk about making frequency tables. We look at it with qualitative data in section 1. So let's make first a table. So if I wanted to make a table of my qualitative data, I can make a frequency table. I click on my column, and right now it's going to give me a relative frequency and a frequency. And I hit compute. And this gives me a count. One person chose baseball, 2 basketball, 5 football, and 3 hockey. And here's my percentages, relative frequency, from the table. So that means 45% of the people's favorite sport was football, of the ones that were sampled. If I want to make a bar plot or pie chart, in the book they call them bar graphs and pie charts. Now this is done with data because we have all the data. And I would put favorite sport, and I'm just going to hit compute. We can make them prettier, but this gives me a good bar chart. So I see that 5 liked football. We just said that. So this is a good bar chart. If I want to edit it, I can put the values in descending order. Right, well those are, I guess, those in descending. Let's see. We could do it by the count, ascending or descending. Right, so if I do a count and descending, it'll have them going down. They talk about, in the text, they talk about a special bar chart which is called the Pareto chart. I think it's Italian. If not, I'm going to make it sound Italian. But it is one that goes down in descending order. So this is a Pareto chart. It's on page 66 in your text. If I wanted to make a pie chart, same idea with data. Again, I'm using the qualitative data, and I have a nice pie chart. Good visual representation. There's other software out there, Excel, that does great in making pie charts and bar charts, but we can just use StatCrunch to get an idea. If you were given a table, so let's say that we had football and basketball, and we just know that 8 people liked football and 3 people liked basketball. So this would be looking at something a little bit different. So here I have a summary versus all my data. So let's make a table of this. Or actually, we have a table. Let's make a bar plot with a summary. So my summary, my categories are in variable 5, and my counts are in variable 6. And so we should be able to see just a nice bar chart. 3 for basketball and 8 for football. Now that's if we have a summary. I think a lot of times on my StatCrunch you're going to have a list of your data, but just in case that pops up. If I wanted to make a histogram of my quantitative data, which is only going to let me use the columns that have numbers in it. I'm going to choose weight, and it'll compute. Now this will be how it specifies it. Looks like they're doing increments of 20 because it goes from 100 to 120. But if I want to change that, I can. I could say I want my bins to start at my lowest weight. Looks like it's 115. So I'll start there, and I want to do them in groups of 25 pounds. And I can see a different way that this is shaped, right? So I can figure out what I want my bin width to be. And I don't think I gave you a lot of questions with stem and leaf, but if you were asked stem and leaf, it's just another way to visualize quantitative data. It just gives me everything's in the hundreds and 200s. So that would be my left unit of the tens. So let's see. So here's how many things I have in the 90s. Is that right? I have a couple in the 200s. 22s. We won't be using a lot of stem and leaf, and I do not like this representation of it anyway. So let's forget that happened. But main thing is histograms we're looking at in this second section of chapter 2. So hope this helps, and good luck with chapter 2. If you have problems from the homework, please shoot me an email and I can make a video that I could post on one if you're having particular troubles. Have a great day.